Big man, next game up, we got Saturday, December 22nd. It's our last game for this segment. The Birmingham Bowl. We're heading down to Alabama, 12 noon Eastern kick at Legion Field there in Birmingham. Memphis versus Wake Forest. 74 the total. Going to be points galore here in Birmingham. -5. The Wake Forest Demon Deacons are laying. How would you look to bet Memphis versus Wake Forest?
You know, to answer your question right away, I would look to bet it over the number, Drew. I think with bowls sometimes, and during the season, we might try to follow trends and we follow where the game is and things like that. But I think sometimes with bowls, I learned this a long time ago, and I learned it when I first started at SBR like 5 years ago. I did bowl videos with Loshak, just like this, where we would record them and they'd be put out. And him and I got a great rapport with each other as far as not overthinking this stuff, just kind of going with what makes sense a lot of the time. And I don't mean to be rudimentary, but that's just kind of how I look at it. If it's not a good matchup for a team, it's a bad travel schedule, maybe they're not excited or up for the game. I think all the games we've talked about in this series I think all the teams will be up for the game. I don't think anyone's disappointed or anything. And that's what you're going to get early on in the bowl games, but not going with what makes sense, going with what works. And here's the truth of the matter, okay? Darrell Henderson's the best running back in the country. I mean that, and I'll say that right now. He is the best running back in the country. He is a terrific player, and they're basically going to say to Wake, okay, Wake, stop Henderson. And if you stop him, we'll throw the ball because we know your defense is very bad against the pass. But then you look at their run. They're giving up almost 5 yards a carry. They're 92nd in the country against the run. So we know Memphis is going to score. And then we look at Wake and we say, well, can Wake move the ball? Is Wake good enough? I think they are. I think their quarterback has really shown, this young quarterback that they have. And you got to give him a lot of credit, Drew, because really towards the end of the season, he was asked, Jamie Newman, to come in and pick up a team that had lost their quarterback. They had quarterback trouble all season. He comes in, they beat NC State. Then at the end of the year to get bowl eligible, they absolutely crush Duke. I had them in that game, Drew. They were 10-point underdogs. They won 59-7. You ask how they did that. Newman, 4 touchdowns. They were able to run the ball. Greg Dortch was terrific. Their young receiver. I think this offense, I wouldn't be surprised if this is the highest scoring bowl game of the series or the season. I think this game gets wacky. I think both teams get into the 40s. I think it's a fun game to watch. Memphis has made it clear all season that, Drew, they're not very good on defense either. I think this is your typical, shootout, 48-45, 41-38, something like that. I'm excited to watch both these offenses and credit Wake's coach and that team for becoming bowl eligible, because a lot of teams would have just said, all right, well, we lost our quarterback. Let's fold it up. Wake didn't do that. Jamie Newman's been great. Plus, I don't think they could stop Henderson, so I'll go over the number. This one's pretty cut and dry to me.
And guys, remember, we're talking about this on December 5th, so make sure to check the weather beforehand. This is a high total bowl game here, 74 being the total with Wake laying -5. You bring up Newman, big man. I agree with you. When he came in, you bring up he's a younger player in terms of experience, yes, but I believe he is a redshirt sophomore, so he has been in the system, understands it. You can tell on his play on the field. I think that they're definitely going to be able to move the ball against Memphis. Memphis has moved the ball against almost everybody they've played. I agree with you. Looking at betting this game, I like the over 74. Any closing thoughts here in the Birmingham Bowl?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the time, you want to look at pace and things like that. Wake is second in the country, Drew, in plays run per game, almost 85. Memphis is very efficient, and they move, decent as well. So, you're going to get definitely a lot of pace here as well, which, you kind of, I almost look at pace last year sometimes, and I kind of get all giddy because it's like, wow, I love this game because both offenses are good and both defenses stink. And then I see, oh, okay, perfect. Both these teams go quick too. One final thought, total defense this year, Wake Forest, out of 129 teams, 116th. They're giving up over 465 yards a game. This one is cut and dry, over the number, Wake Memphis.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to our channel. Now, we've put a lot of work into producing all these free videos, so please help us out and keep all our content free for you forever by simply liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. Now, not to mention, a visit to our industry-leading website will warm the hearts of all our SBR employees, especially myself. Now, the links are over there to the left, so do check those out. Thanks for watching.